Yo, what's going on people? It's your boy Huncho back at you again with another video, and so for this next one we've got to head over to Swansea, South Wales, where an incident occurred which to me is quite surprising to say the least. And the reason that I say this is because what seems to have started out as a quiet vigil for a friend turned into what seems a full-scale riot, with lots of damage done to the local neighbourhood and people going on to be injured. Now normally when we see this sort of outcry from people which due to a protest that turns into a riot, but again last night a vigil took place for a man by the name of Ethan Powell, who had passed away in his home after he collapsed just hours after watching Swansea City's playoff game against Barnsley. His cause of death is currently unknown, but I do believe from reports that it wasn't connected with anyone else, so what I mean by that is he wasn't murdered, for example. But again, last night a vigil took place which was one of 3 memorial balloon release events. I believe this was the second one, with the third set place for the weekend. What started off as a quiet, peaceful vigil though soon turned into this.
Oh boys!
Why are they doing that? You're not all everyone to play with.
Michael's involved with it.
They're all nuts.
You're a good man, man.
Oh my god, I just saw Grandy above his feet, that storm dead boy. Pull it through! That's it, boys, go on! Go on, boys! Go on, boys! Go on, lads! Yes! Come on! Come on!
According to the South Wales Police, they issued a statement which said a number of our officers are at the scene of a large-scale disorder in the Mayhill area of Swansea. Residents are urged to stay indoors while the matter is brought to a safe conclusion. Superintendent Tim Morgan said last night what is believed to have started off as a vigil to a recently deceased local resident has escalated into violence, criminal damage, and a wanton disregard for public safety. We have a number of officers at the scene working to de-escalate the situation as quickly as possible and allow other emergency service colleagues to attend to calls in the area. The incident is still ongoing and we urge anyone involved to leave the scene immediately. Those involved can expect to face robust action. Post-incident investigations will also aim to identify all those concerned. In the meantime, we urge local residents to stay indoors while the matter is brought to a safe conclusion. Again, that was the statement that had been put out last night, and as it stands right now, we don't have any further comment from any of the police. So we don't exactly know as of yet why this turned into what it did, but what we can say is that during the disturbance, like you've seen, people had set fire to cars, also bricks were hurled through windows of local residents. And this is that of Adam Romain giving a statement to the Worlds Online to give his perspective of what happened.
So you live here, yeah?
I live here, yeah.
What's your name? Sorry, Adam?
I'm Adam Romain.
Adam Romain. What happened? What was the first you saw?
I've had a phone call from my girlfriend saying that there was a riot essentially going on outside.
Yeah.
Cars being burnt. I understood that it was my car. It was all said very quickly. I shot back quickly as I could. I was out doing deliveries. I've run back as quick as I could, and I've driven up right into the middle of it. About 100 lads throwing bricks, burning up the car, burning up cars. I've stood here, put my motorbike inside the house, trying to protect it. And I've stood here trying to protect my home, protect my family, my children. And my missus are in the back, hysterical, crying, scared to death. And they've tried to light this car on fire. They've taken a front bumper of another car and it's been thrown in there. and then they've run back up the hill. As soon as they've left, I've gone outside. I've tried to stop it from catching fire, and they're targeting me. Started shouting at me. They asked me why I was doing that. I said I'm just trying to protect my car. Probably, in hindsight, bad idea to tell them it was my car. But I just said I'm just trying to protect the car, trying to protect my family. And then they started targeting me, throwing the bricks at me, throwing it at my house. And I've had to stand behind the door here. And then they've come down. They've taken it in turns, one by one, started throwing bricks directly at my door, straight through the house, while I was standing there.
Can you explain, there's the baby's cot in the window here.
This is my front room, my living room. That's my baby's cot where she sleeps, where she has her naps in the day. I'm worried that glass might fall down. But right there, in the afternoon, that's where she has her little naps, sometimes in the evening, before bed. Thank God, thank the Lord, that she wasn't there when those bricks have come flying through. Look, still bricks on the windowsill, glass everywhere. My children were in the back, absolutely traumatized. My boy is 4 years old, my baby is 16 months old. There's no reason they should have been put through this.
It is believed that several police officers were injured during this whole incident from missiles being thrown at them, but they didn't need hospital treatment due to injuries being minimal. For the people involved in this incident, as it stands right now, no arrests have been made, and we don't know if any of those guys had been injured too. But going back to what I was saying at the start of this video, it is quite surprising how a quiet vigil turns into, once again, a full-scale riot. And we have to remember that this was supposedly in somebody's name. The family has came out to say that they are extremely disappointed that this has happened in the name of Ethan. But what we should take away from this situation is that we need to understand that this doesn't represent him and what he stood for. Because again, in the statement, the family said he was down to earth, he was well-mannered, would do anything for anyone, and he would have even tried to stop it if he seen this happening, if it was for somebody else, for example. But if I do get any updates surrounding this situation, I am going to keep you guys posted on this one. And I do want to take this time out just to say rest in peace to Ethan, and I do want to send my condolences over to his family and friends, because again, for this to have happened in his remembrance, I really don't think that's what they would have wanted. So it must be pretty hard for them at this current time. But let me know what you guys think of this down in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.